Okay, so we've just wrapped up the WNBF UK first ever Supernaturals Championships. I'm here with the judges. How did you find the show, guys? Did you enjoy yourselves?
Good show. Ran quite well and athletes enjoyed themselves, so it was a good day.
Excellent, I agree. I think it was a good show. I think we managed to pull it off. It was efficient. There was a really high standard at the show, and I think that's what we'll get on to talk about. So, we had an overall champion today in Leon Mitchell. He took the overall award, and we had in second place, also taking a pro card, Samuel Hartman. So I'm going to go to you, Christian. What did you make of the overall? How did you see it?
I thought he was absolutely tremendous, to be honest with you. His condition was on the money, fullness, his presentation, muscle bellies, deeper than anyone else on stage, absolutely tremendous competitor. And then obviously the junior guy, what a physique, unbelievable, monstrous quads, brilliant lines, lovely cap delts, and his posing was absolutely phenomenal.
I think we all agree with that. I don't know if I can add anything to that. Does anyone else want to say anything on that one?
I think the overall, the veins were popping and everywhere.
Okay, so that was our overall champion, Leon Mitchell, but a very impressive Samuel Hartman. Fantastic, as Christian said. We also had our female overall champion, which was taken by Sam Burt. How did you see that one going down, Sarah?
Yeah, so I think pretty much all the female judges, because we were on one side of the tables, could see that she would take the overall from her performance earlier in the day. She just had such a good overall package, and her stage presence, you can see she's passionate about the sport, and it really came across. So yeah, awesome overall package.
Okay, we also had a number of other overalls as well. We had our men's physique overall. Adrian, I'm going to come to you on that one. How did you see it going down?
I think it was a really good battle, to be fair, in the overall. I think the young man that won the overall, it was a case of nice shape, nice flow in his physique, delts capped, nice and round. I think the guy that missed out on second, his delts weren't as capped, but it was a good rivalry between the both of them. I think the winner that won completely deserved it and really, really did impressive posing, great stage presence, and his posture, just everything was top notch.
Yeah, I agree with that. Has anyone else got anything to add on that one?
Yeah, I agree with Adrian. All the way through each class, from the short, medium and tall, each physique class was incredibly strong. The top three from each class, well, the top three competitors going for the overall, it was very close, to be honest. The guy that did take it, he will definitely stand his own in a pro league. He's a very impressive physique guy. As Adrian said, cap delts, very, very small, tight waist, brilliant abs, perfect cover model, physique, brilliant.
Yeah, and it was taken by Josh Croghan. Is that how I pronounce it? He was fantastic. He was really good, well deserved. We'll move on to the bikini now. It's your class, Sarah. I think we can definitely come to you on this one. That was taken by Lucy Marcella, and also a pro winner.
Yeah, so as soon as she came out, we pretty much pipped her for first place. Really good stage presence, overall really good conditioning and good symmetry as well. And then second and third were really, really close. We found that it was second and third, we were sort of umming and ahhing for a bit, weren't we? But definitely the right placing. So first, amazing experience for her as well, and she really did really, really good.
It gave the judges a lot of headaches, and you had a few things to say on it. Adrian, if you want to come in on this one?
That because there are so many competitors and there's a different kind of looks between the competitors, so it was really good, to be fair, that the right decision was made and all the competitors got enough stage time. They were able to present their physique to the actual people that came to see them, and the right person won.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, the judges had a headache, but I think they got it was the right result in the end. Okay, so we'll go full circle now, and we'll go all the way back to the start of the show when we had the Masters over 40 competitors. I'm going to go to you on this one, Zoe. We had Pavel Pleva. He took the first place. So I think you had him down in the overall. You liked him, I'm pretty sure.
Number 5, I had him in the top 3 on the overall. I generally liked his whole package, the fullness of what a bodybuilder is. Legs were full, top half was full, and then it was
I think Mark actually had one of the most entertaining routines of the day, and it was the first routine. I mean, it was a supernatural show. He came right out to Michael Jackson's Thriller. He did a good job. Did a really good job. Okay, after that we had our Grand Masters, which was taken by the ageless Steve Howarth, I think we can call him that, definitely. Lauren Brown with an impressive package in second, and Bobby Smith in third place. How did you call it, Christian? How did you see it going down?
Again, we'll say it again, I mean, a very tough class. But the top three, extremely strong. But obviously Steve Howarth, his experience came out on top. Keeps producing the goods, doesn't he? Looked absolutely phenomenal. Just on it again. Stage presence, especially his posing, brilliant poser. Very powerful physique when he comes on stage, really owns the stage. But yeah, Lon Brown, I've seen him compete a few times now. It's just unfortunate he comes up against Steve, who is, as I say, a tremendous athlete. You know, he's really impressive to see.
And a word on Bobby?
Yeah, again, as I say, a strong class. The top three, it's apples and oranges, isn't it? You've got three totally different physiques. But again, you have to, top three has to be top three. It's a competitive sport.
I think that's a great point. I mean, there were so many great competitors all day that we were all watching, and as judges we've got to make a call, and you feel bad for the guys and the girls that don't make that top three placing, because they all looked fabulous. So from there, it's okay. So after that we had the Masters figure class, which was taken by Natalie Woods. After that we had Jane Robertson, and then we had another Robertson and Robinson, sorry. Or maybe not another Robertson. A Sarah Robinson in third place there. Sorry, girls. Okay, Adrian, I'm going to come at you on this one. Is that how you had it going?
I did, to be fair. I think her stage presence was really exceptional, with the way she carried herself on stage, and the conditioning she had was really top level. I think when it came to the competitors second and third, I think they were a bit closer, but because Natalie came out with such a good prestige and her presence was that good, and the posing was good as well, it kind of set her ahead, and it kind of just led on, and the right decision was made, as I said before.
Yeah, I agree with that. Zoe, have you got anything to say on that?
Yeah, no, I totally agree as well. Second and third were definitely close, but I think it was just pulled on condition with second and third. Yeah, no, I think the right decision were made.
Okay, after that we had our teen competitor, Luca Connor, who came on, and he was the only one in the class, so he competed with the juniors. But Sarah, you think he held his own against the juniors?
Yeah, so it's just phenomenal to see the potential in someone so young. It's so exciting to see that, and you can see he's passionate and hungry for it. I'd definitely say potentially when he competes again, look at coming in a bit more conditioned, but the mass and the size of him, especially at his age, is awesome, and really good stage presence as well.
Cracking routine as well. That was good. Okay, I'm going to come to you now, Christian, again on the junior class.
Yeah, I mean, until people see the photos from Fivos, they'll not believe what we're really talking about, to be honest with you. Samuel is something pretty special. When you see his quads, his delts, the way his package is fully put together, it's quite something. I mean, it's a shame that Rob Brown came second, to be fair. I mean, what a tremendous bodybuilder. Condition, fullness, balance, pose, and everything was there. It's just unfortunate when you come up against a guy so big as Samuel, you cannot physically not give him the first place. And again, Robbie, brilliant competitor all the way through the class. Again, the top two though, absolutely exceptional. Hard to compete against guys like that.
Okay, thank you very much. After that we had our men's physique short class. So David Langsdale, he took the win. After that it was Bikram, Fape, and then in third place it was Shiraz Miraz. This was a great class, by the way. There were some really good competitors in this. I'm going to come at you on this one, Adrian.
I think David, his development in his back brought him forward as well. I think Bikram's waist, his taper was really sharp. I think with a bit more development in his back, it could have been a tiny bit closer. Shiraz posing was just phenomenal. The ability to gain the attention of all the judges the way that he did was something that should be actually highlighted. But David's overall package edged it forward, and I think it's just a point of now him looking at what can get him closer to the overall winner, and that will come in time.
Okay, I think that's a really nice review, Adrian. Thank you very much. Okay, after that we had the figure class, and in that we had first place was Hannah Mitchell, we had Kyra McLean, Stephanie Hill, and then Josie Loy was in fourth place. She was actually also invited to take part in the World Championships as well, because it was very close in the scorecards. Hannah Mitchell actually also took the best presentation. I'm going to come to you on this one, Sarah. Is that how you seen it going down?
Yeah, so straight away, Hannah's stage presence was awesome and really good overall physique. She enjoyed her time on stage, which is something that I'd imagine all of us agree. When you do a prep and you get to the stage, enjoying it is such a good thing to do, and I know that she's been competing this year, so it's nice for her to get that podium finish that she was after. Did you have some feedback about the second and third?
I would actually. So yeah, just touching on the figure overall, Hannah really stood out for me. Overall package, she presented herself well, and you could just tell that she really enjoyed being up on the stage. From Steff Hill, I would like to see a little bit more size on her, but again, stage presence was absolutely phenomenal, and Kira again held her own up there. She just needs to believe in herself a bit more.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, we had Ethan Kavanagh in first place, we had Nathan Vank in second place, and then in third place we had Finlay Smith. So a word on that please, Adrian?
I think Ethan and Nathan were quite a bit ahead in terms of their physiques compared to the rest of the competitors. I think it was really kind of a apples or pears situation with them. With Ethan, he brought a nice taper, good lines. I think compared to Nathan, he had a tiny bit less mass, but his conditioning pulled him forward.
A word on Finlay Smith. He's actually 23. He just missed out on the age cut-off for a junior. So, I mean, we've got a couple of guys there, 24 and 23. There's a lot of potential here in these ranks. Okay, after that we had the men's physique medium class. Josh Grogan, this is where he came from, and he obviously won the men's physique overall. But after that we had Harry Ranson, and then we had Johnny Clough. Do you want to speak up on this one, Zoe?
Yeah. I think that Josh was a clear winner from the start. Overall package was just insane. His posing was next to none as well. Harley, again, I think it was a Harry, sorry. I think his overall package was again really good, maybe just a little bit wider on the lats. And same with Johnny actually. It was a tough call between second and third, I think.
On the scorecard actually, they were tied, and I had to make the call and split it. But for me, Josh was the clear winner for me. And I mean, Harry was good. Like, I mean, let's don't take anything away from him. He would have done well in that overall himself.
I think on that actual class with Josh's delts, that's what kind of like pushed him forward. Because when you walk out onto the stage, having that big wide silhouette that you're pushing forward, that kind of leaves a massive impression as you first come out. And I think Harry's conditioning was good, nice taper as well, but because Josh was that overpowering in his presence, in his delts, as I said, it makes a difference.
I mean, I think this was one of the classes of the day actually. It was really, really good. Okay, so after that we had Fit Body, and in first place we had Sam Burtz. She obviously took the overall female championships. We had Chelsea Doherty, and then we had Layla Katkin, and then after that we had Michelle Stewart as well in a class of 4. We have got a Fit Body champion here on stage with us, so I'm going to come to you again, Zoe, on this.
Yeah, sure. Again, tough two, I'd say. I was umming and ahhing between Sam and Chelsea. But I think just Sam's delts just had it for me and just had a little bit more muscle than Chelsea. And then Layla, yeah. I think it was just the conditioning. She had the muscle there. I think her legs could just be a slightly bit bigger. The upper body was a bit overpowering. Yeah.
Okay, so after the Fit Body class, we went on, and then we had our men's bodybuilding classes. So first class up was open short bodybuilding, and we had Zhao Pinto in first place. We had Syed Hashimi, in second place, and then we had Jose Andreas Barrios. I think I did quite well there, guys, on those three names. Coming to you, Adrian, on this one.
So it was with really good physique, awesome condition, glutes striated, hamstrings in, everything really, really good. And it was a point that his condition, shape, just all immaculate, and his tan was good as well. I think we've got to make sure competitors have to remember having the right tan does make a difference, and his presence awesome. And I think that with the guys that were in second and third, I think Syed could have been a tiny bit tighter in terms of mass. He was a bit better than Jose, but it wasn't as close as Jada. So awesome class, really, really good.
Okay, Zoe, how did you find this one?
Chris was a standout for me. Big chest is what I first noticed. His posing was brilliant, and I just thought overall package was what we were looking for really in physique. Going on to Danny, I don't want to be too critical. No, nice wide lats. I think with his abs could come into a little bit better, and his right hand shot could be better, but again, overall package, yeah, I think it was good, and the rest of his posing. And then going on to Thomas, brilliant abs. Again, tight, yeah, could be tighter. About his posing, yeah, was brilliant.
So we had Layla Daniels and Sarah. Do you want to talk about this one?
Yeah, so it's always going to be hard as a competitor to be on the stage on your own, but she has a way about her that she fills the stage with her stage presence, and you can see she's passionate about, you know, being on stage and performing, and the potential as well, I'm sure you will agree, is amazing. The quads, what we would do for quads like that, Zoe. And just focus, potentially maybe bringing in the condition a little bit on the quads a bit more. Upper body was on point, I'd say. Yeah, just a bit tighter on the lower.
Okay, so we've talked men's short bodybuilding. We're now going to talk men's medium bodybuilding. That was, of course, taken by our overall champion, Leon Mitchell. In second place, we had Zachary Davies. And then we had Charlie Neal. Do you want to talk about this one, Christian?
Yeah, I mean, as we spoke about earlier, Leon, exceptional bodybuilder. Brilliant lines, lovely cap delts, big chest, sweeping hamstrings, shredded glutes, nice calves, top to bottom, full development throughout his full physique. His posing was exceptional. One thing I did speak to him after about going forward is some of his back shots he couldn't quite open out his lat spread, which was the only thing to pick on, to be honest with you. But other than that, his physique's exceptional. Yeah, I mean, men's middleweight or men's middle height is generally what I'd generally compete in, so you do take a bit of attention, and I think it is one of the most competitive classes. All the way through that class, exceptionally hard. So the guys did really well to get second and third, to be honest with you. But just second and third, brilliant bodybuilders, just couldn't beat Leon. He's speechless, to be honest with you. Very good.
Okay, thanks very much. A word on Charlie Neal, actually. You know what? There was a lot of big guys in that class, but he actually won the golden era round in that there, and I think the reason he managed to climb up the places in this round was his posing. That really made the difference in that one for me.
His condition was on point.
And his condition, yeah, I agree. His condition was on point.
Yeah.
He was getting better.
Quads,
Yeah.
Lots of details in his legs.
Yeah, agreed. Lots of detail.
Top three was hard to do.
Okay, so then we had the men's tall class, and in first place we had the massive Lucas Muller. I mean, he was a big guy, really, really big guy. We had Matt Clark, he was no slouch himself, in second, and then we had Lige Nelson. He was in third place. I'm going to go to you on this, Adrian.
I think Lucas was kind of a standout, to be fair. However, at first he wasn't as competitive as he was as the posing was going on, and with that being said, he just got better and better and better. Striated glutes, chest was big, strong, his posing was really, really good, back detail, ridiculous. The guy that was second was big, really strong, and to be honest, he pushed it, at the starting of it, it pushed him more compared to as Lucas pushed a bit further and went ahead. Lige he wasn't as good in the morning session, but in the evening session he really came forward, and it was a really competitive class, and really it's something that guys have got to see, that tall bodybuilding doesn't mean that guys are just going to be tall and stringy. They came big, they came hard, came conditioned. It was really, really good and a good fight. So Lucas did very, very well.
Okay, thank you very much for that analysis, Adrian. Okay, the one thing we've not talked about as well was the golden era round. Okay, this was a new concept that we trialled for this show to see if it works. I'm going to come to you, Christian and Zoe. Did it work?
Definitely. It got the crowd going, first and foremost. I think the athletes absolutely loved it as well. It brings back a bit of classic bodybuilding, does it, to a bit of the competitive sport. I mean, the junior guy, he was exceptional. His posing was unbelievable. I think unanimously, I think we all had him down for top spot, didn't we, across the board. But no, there were some great shots. Athletes were given another opportunity to pose and really show the physiques in a different way, which they're not generally asked on stage with your mandatory poses or your 70 rounds. So I definitely think it worked. Everyone enjoyed it, and yeah.
Okay. Anything else to add, Zoe? Were you happy with it?
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think it does bring the element of classic bodybuilding back into the sport, and it's nice that we're the first federation to do it. So I think keep it in.
Okay, keep it in, Adrian.
It was something that was very new.
Very diplomatic.
And to be honest, it worked well, to be honest. With a lot of the guys, it showcased them in poses that they wouldn't necessarily do in the mandatories, and it worked for a lot of them. With the junior winner doing it, compared, if you put him next to the men, next to them, he actually held his own and dominated, which is really, really good. And I think that for other juniors seeing that, they'll think to themselves, you know what, I can do this. And they'll actually see it as an avenue to actually go down and just get competing.
I think our winner in that round, deservedly so, was the archetypal golden era man. Okay, folks, hope you enjoyed this feedback. And this is the judges, and this is a wrap. Peace.